Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my August beauty favourites. The last month has just completely flown by. We're already nearly halfway through September now. It's just crazy. It's going to be Christmas right around the corner before we know it. So for the past month or two, I have bought a lot of new makeup products and I've been trying them out. So the past month, there's been so many new products that I've really been loving, and some of them have become my holy grail products. I have a few different products to go through today, so we might just get started. If you'd like to see my August beauty favourites, then please keep watching. The first product here I have had for a couple of months, but I've only really started using it again the past month, and it is the GLAM Glow SUPERMUD Clearing Treatment. This is hands down my favourite mask that I've ever tried. It is just so incredible. If you have problem skin, you get some acne, and you're just really worried about how your skin looks, I would definitely recommend trying out this mask. It's very interesting the way it works. When you open the top, you can see it's this mud formula inside. And what you do is you take some out with your fingers and you put it either all over your face, or you can use this as a spot treatment. So if you've got a little pimple on your chin or anywhere that's just come up, you can spot treatment with it and literally it will dissolve and go away. It's amazing. It will dry the pimple out and it will disappear. It's so amazing. I like to use it more towards my T-zone area, which is where I tend to get breakouts, and also on my chin. Those seem to be the areas I do get breakouts from being hormonal, so I do like to use it in those areas particular. But how this works is when you first apply it, it'll start to dry and go a really light grey colour. But the areas on your skin that have got a lot of oil or blackheads or pimples or anything, they start to come through like a darker colour. It's actually pulling all the bad stuff out of your skin, and you can actually see it working. It's quite disgusting when you first see it, but it's also very interesting to see how it works. So this is hands down the best mask I've ever used, and I'm nearly past halfway, so I'm probably going to have to buy a new one very quickly. So if you haven't tried out the GLAM Glow SUPERMUD Clearing Treatment, I highly recommend trying it. I've been trying out a lot of new foundations the past month. I've just been really wanting to find something new. I always love my NARS Sheer Glow foundation. It is my holy grail favourite, but I've been wanting to find something hopefully that's just as good, just to have a little bit of a change every now and then. Your skin just needs something different, so I wanted to try out some new ones. And I found two that I've absolutely fallen in love with. And the first one is by Benefit, and it's the Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. This is probably one of my new favourite foundations. I just love the formula. I'm wearing it on my skin today, and first of all, the colour matches really nice to my tan. The formula is really nice and creamy. It's not too liquidy, but it's not too thick either. It's more of a medium coverage, and it gives a nice dewy finish to my skin. Having dry skin, I'm always looking for a really nice dewy finish foundation, and this one so far I've been really liking. This one is oil free. It has SPF 25, and it is also a brightening makeup, so it makes your skin look a little bit brighter and glowy as well, which I am all about. Coming into summer in Australia, I always like my skin to look nice and dewy and glowing. I picked up this one in the colour Beige. This one matches my tan really nicely. I do have it in a lighter shade. I believe it's called Ivory, for when I'm a little bit more paler, and I really liked that colour and the foundation itself, so I wanted to pick it up in a darker shade for when I'm more tanned as well. I really like the packaging. It's a clear plastic bottle, so you can see how much foundation you've got left, and it comes with a pump. Thank God. I love when foundations come with a pump. It's just so much easier to use and to dispense how much that you're wanting without going overboard. So I really like the packaging. It's just very clean and simple. So I've been really loving the Benefit Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation. The next foundation I've also been really liking is the STILA AQUA Glow Serum Foundation. First of all, the packaging of this one is just so beautiful. I love it. It has the ombre of gold down into the foundation colour at the bottom. I think that's a really unique style of packaging. It just makes this product looks so luxurious and beautiful as well. This one has more of an interesting top. It's one of the pump tops, so you pump the top down and then you untwist the bottle, and it has an eyedropper in it, so you just pump out how much product you're wanting from that. So these types of foundations have become quite popular. I have got a few of them. I don't mind the application. I do probably still prefer a pump, but this way you still have control of how much of the product you're using. So I do like them, but probably not as much as a regular pump. And the STILA AQUA Glow Foundation, this is definitely more of a lighter weight foundation. It's very liquidy. It's almost like a watery texture, and I just find it just looks really beautiful for more of a natural everyday makeup look. When you're not wanting to apply too much product or your makeup to look too heavy, a foundation like this would be perfect. And I picked this one up in the shade Light Medium. This matches my tan really nicely as well. So my favourite, very lightweight natural foundation for the last month is definitely the STILA Aqua Glow Serum Foundation. Next we have a concealer, and I've been wanting to pick this one up for quite a while, and I finally got around to it last month, and I've been absolutely loving it ever since, and it is the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation is one of my all-time favourite foundations, so when I saw they came out with a matching concealer for it, I knew I definitely had to pick this one up. I've got mine in the shade Light, and this is really nice for highlighting under the eyes and down the centre of the face. This is what I like to use it for. It also covers up any dark circles or anything under the eyes as well. I found that this is more of a medium coverage concealer. It's not too thick or cakey under the eyes, which is really nice. And I find that it sets quite well. It doesn't develop any sort of fine lines around my eyes or anything like that. So I find it's really easy to blend. I like to use it with my damp beauty blender. I find that's the best way to blend it out really nicely onto the skin. It just gives a really flawless finish. So I've been wearing this one paired with the Benefit Hello Flawless foundation, and the two of those have just been working wonders for me. So if you're on the lookout for a new concealer, I would highly recommend the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Recently I've been on a little bit of a liquid bronzer kick. I'm not exactly sure why. I don't usually like liquid products on the cheeks as much as I do cream or powder, but when these two products came out, I just knew I had to try them, and I fell in love with them straight away, and I've been using them quite a lot. And the first one is the NARS Liquid Laguna Bronzer. This is just heaven in a bottle. I'm so in love with this. I used this in one of my makeup tutorials previously, and I absolutely fell in love with it straight away. Just gives you such a beautiful bronzed, dewy, glowing look to your skin. Coming into summer in Australia, I know I'm literally going to use this whole bottle because it's so beautiful. The Powder Laguna Bronzer is definitely one of my all-time favourite bronzers. It's such a beautiful, cool tone bronze colour that's not too warm, not too cool. It's very neutral. And the liquid version of the Laguna Bronzer is exactly the same. It's so beautiful. I like to apply this over the top of the foundation with a beauty blender. That way it's nice and damp, and it just really melts into the skin and just gives you really flawless looking bronze skin. It just looks so beautiful. You can leave it at that, or you could put your powder bronzer over the top, and it just looks amazing. Your skin just looks so glowing, so bronze, so dewy. It's just all that you would want your skin to look like, especially in summer. I love that this comes with a pump on the top, so you literally only need to pump out one pump of this, and that would work for your whole face. So having the pump on top is definitely an added bonus. Just popped a little bit on the back of my hand, and you can see when I'm blending it out, it's just such a beautiful bronzer shade. It's so amazing. This would suit so many different skin tones, light all the way up to dark skin tones. I think could use this bronzer, and it just gives such a beautiful bronzed tint to the skin. So I'm really excited to keep using this coming into summer in Australia. I also picked up the Benefit Dew the Hoola Bronzer. When I saw this one, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'll like it or not. It's meant to be more of a matte finish bronzer that you can mix in with your foundation, or you can just apply it on your skin. I usually like more glowing bronzers on my skin if I'm going to use a liquid or a cream. So when I saw this was a matte one, I was a little bit hesitant, but the girl at the shop reassured me that it would work, so I decided to pick it up, and I was not disappointed. I ended up really, really loving this product. I have used this in a previous makeup tutorial as well, and I was just in love with the way it looked. First of all, the packaging of Benefit products is just second to none. They're always so creative and so beautiful. I love that this is a really nice rose gold finish. I think it just looks so luxurious and pretty. It's just really, really nice to have on your vanity. And this one also comes with a pump, so once again, it's very handy. I'll pump a little bit out in the back of my hand to show you the colour. This one is a little bit more of a thicker cream consistency compared to the NARS Laguna, which was a little bit more watery. So this one I find using on top of my foundation would be better than mixing it in, because I don't want it to look too heavy or too cakey, whereas the NARS Laguna one I tend to mix in with my foundation, or I can use it on the cheeks. So this one I think I would mostly use it on the cheeks and all over the face just to give a beautiful bronzed glow. So you can see that that's just more of a matte finish, but it just looks so natural. It's not too dark or too warm tone or too cool tone. It's just right in the middle, very neutral, and it just looks really, really beautiful. So coming into summer, I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of these liquid bronzers. These next two products, I was so incredibly excited when I got them finally. I've been wanting them for ages. I picked them up and I've been using them non-stop. And they are these two glow kits by Anastasia Beverly Hills. The first one here is Sun Dipped, which was the new one that came out in a collection. And then this one is That Glow. These just, I was super excited when I saw them. I love bronzy highlighting products, and when I saw these, I was like, yes, I definitely have to pick them up. The packaging of these is so amazing. I love how it's got this ombre finish with the gold writing and Anastasia logo in the middle. It's really nice. And the lid just flips up and you can see the colors in here. So it comes with 4 shades. I've been really loving this bronzed color here, and also these highlighter shades. I love to use those on the cheeks and also in the inner corners of the eyes. I've used a combination of these two today on the inner corners. They are called Summer and Moonstone. This shade here is called Tourmaline. It's a very interesting kind of mauve purpley shade. I haven't got around to trying that one out yet, but I think that would make a really nice eyeshadow on the eyes as well. So these colors are very versatile. You could use them in so many different ways, on the eyes, on the cheeks. They're just beautiful. I definitely know I'm going to get a lot of use out of these in summer as well. Those are the swatches of the Sun Dipped Glow Kit, and just look at the pigment on that. It is, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Super metallic and foiled, and the powders are so smooth as well. These apply on the skin really beautifully. You don't get any sort of patchiness or any fallout from these, which I really like. So they just look amazing. These two shades are the ones I'm wearing in my inner corners, and I really like them. And this is the packaging of That Glow. It's just a softer version, and it's just, oh, so beautiful. These are really large, but I think they'd be really great to take traveling because it's a highlighting and bronzing kit in one, so these would fit nicely in your travel makeup bag. And then flipping the lid on this one, you can see these shades here. I'm wearing this beautiful shade called Golden Bronze on my cheeks as a bronzer today, and it just looks so beautiful and glowing. I really like the way it looks. And then these highlight shades, I'm just going to get so much use out of. This one is such a beautiful soft pale gold, and the pigment on these is phenomenal. They are so super creamy. It's so soft to touch. It's amazing, and they're really nice and shimmery, and they've got a really nice sheen to them. They're not glittery at all, which is what I love about these. Glittery highlighters don't usually do it for me much, so when I saw these were nice and shimmery and not too glittery, I definitely knew I had to get them. And those are the swatches from the That Glow kit. I just can't get over how beautiful and pigmented and metallic these look. Oh my goodness, highlighters is definitely one of my favorite products, and this is why. They just look so radiant and glowing, and they're just amazing. I don't think I've felt any highlighter powders to be this smooth and creamy, so Anastasia has done an amazing job with these glow kits. So if you haven't tried these Anastasia glow kits, you definitely need to get your hands on some. And because I love highlighters so much, I do have another one to mention. And this one is by HOURGLASS, and it is one of the ambient lighting strobe powders in the shade Brilliant Strobe Light. And the packaging on this is just so amazing. The beautiful chrome silver finish just makes it look really high-end and expensive. So the color of this is just such a beautiful soft gold shade. I especially love soft gold shades for highlighters. You guys probably already know that, but when I saw this one, I was like, yes, I really need to try that one out, and I really liked it. I have it on my cheeks as my highlighter today, and also down the center of the face. These powders are so incredibly soft, and they're really finely milled, so the powder is just so smooth and creamy. These ones aren't highly pigmented compared to the Anastasia ones I just showed. This is for definitely more of a natural looking highlight, so I like to wear this type of one on more of an everyday basis if I'm going to do a highlight on my makeup. So this one I really like to use for more everyday natural makeup looks. And so that is a swatch of that one there. It's just such a beautiful light gold shade. It's just really nice and smooth to swatch. This one does have a hint of glitter in it, but it's by no means too glittery or too shimmery that it's going to look like a disco ball on your face or anything. It's just got the perfect amount of shine to it to look really natural on the skin. I bought this eyeshadow palette about a month and a half ago, and I haven't been able to put it down. I've been using it every day for my eye makeup looks, and it is this palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills called the Modern Renaissance palette. This is just my whole life in a palette right here. The packaging is so beautiful. It's this really soft velvet texture, and it's a really nice, beautiful, dusty rose, soft mauve colour. It's really, really pretty. It does come with a double-ended brush, so more of a flat shadow brush and a blending brush on the end. And these are the shades in this palette. Could you die? They are just so amazing. So many beautiful warm tones. I love these really nice orange shades and some more of the cranberry pink tones. This palette is just everything that I look for in an eyeshadow palette. This has a really good variety of colours with a mixture of mattes and shimmers, so you can create so many different eye looks with this palette. I've used a few of these shades on my eyes today. I used Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange in the crease, and then I used this beautiful metallic fold shade called Primavera on the lid, and it just created such a really nice soft orange romantic smoky eye. I really, really like the way it turned out, and I can see myself wearing all of these shades throughout summer. They are just perfect for a really nice warm toned smoky eye. And there are some swatches from that palette, and the pigment on these is amazing. So crazy pigmented. The matte shades are so smooth and creamy. They're probably the most smooth formula in eyeshadows that I've found. They just blend on the eyes beautifully. I don't get any patchiness or not enough colour at all. These pretty much come out true to colour on the eyes. They're phenomenal. And the shimmer shades are so beautiful. They're pretty much like foiled eyeshadows. The pigment on these is really metallic and amazing. If you're looking for a really nice warm toned eyeshadow palette, I highly recommend this one by Anastasia Beverly Hills called the Modern Renaissance palette. The last two products I have to talk about are lip products. You know, I couldn't do a beauty favourites video without mentioning lip products. I love lip products. Second to highlighters, they are probably my next favourite, so I had to mention a couple in this video. The first one has been my go-to lip colour for the past few weeks. I literally cannot stop wearing it. It's so beautiful. It's the colour I'm wearing on my lips today. It is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is one of her liquid lipsticks called ASHTON. I cannot rave on about how much I love this colour. It's so unique. It's such a beautiful, like, burnt orange brown tone. It's just, I haven't seen a colour like this before. I don't have anything similar to it in my collection. So when I first got this and tried it, I was just like, yes, this is such an amazing and unique colour. I can definitely see myself wearing this all throughout summer. It's just the most perfect nude shade with a little bit of an orangey brown tone to it. You can wear so many different eye looks with this, and it would just pair beautifully together. Anastasia does have one of my favourite liquid lipstick formulas as well. I don't find these to be too drying on my lips. They don't crack or anything. They just feel really, really comfortable. And I find that they stay on even when I'm eating or drinking throughout the day, so that's always a good thing. So that is just one swatch of the colour. You can see how beautiful and opaque these liquid lipsticks are. They are so pigmented. You only need one coat on your lips and you're good to go. So the pigment on these is amazing, and I really, really love the formula. If you haven't tried out any of the Anastasia liquid lipsticks, I'd highly recommend trying them out. And ASHTON is definitely my current favourite colour. And the last product I have to mention is a lip gloss. I don't usually like lip glosses, but this one I've found to be one that I can wear. It's not sticky. It's really beautiful and creamy, and it's just a really nice sheer formula, and it is by Maybelline. And these are the Colour Sensational Elixirs. I love these glosses. I've got a few colours and I've just started wearing them again. I got them a few months ago, wore them once or twice, kind of put them away and forgot about them. But I found them in my drawer again the other day and I started wearing it. This is so beautiful for an everyday natural look when you're not wanting to wear lipstick or anything too bright. Just putting on a little bit of lip gloss and you're out the door. That's pretty much what I use this for. And this one is in the colour 100 Petal Plush. It's a beautiful, soft, neutral pink tone, and it just makes your lips look more plump and more moisturised and smooth, and I just love the feeling of this gloss. And so that is the swatch there. You can barely see the colour a little bit. It is quite sheer, but it's just so beautiful and moisturising on the lips. These have definitely been some of my favourite lip glosses to wear throughout the past month of August. It does have a slight shimmer through it, but nothing that's going to look really glittery on the lips or anything like that. So very natural, and just makes your lips look a little bit pouty and big and really nice and moisturised as well. So those were all of my favourite products for the month of August. I really hope you enjoyed this video. You saw some products that you might have been wanting to try or pick up recently. I hope this video helped you out a little. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. Also leave in the comments your favourite products for the past month. I'm always on the lookout to try new things, and I really like to see what you guys are loving as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.